Well, Russ, well done. We said it was a big game against Ebbsfleet when we spoke last week, and you got the job done.
Yeah, I thought we were really good last Saturday. Got our just rewards, worked hard, and plenty of quality on show. And yeah, scoring goals now, which is great.
It's never a bad time to score a goal, but they often say just before half time is a great time to get one, and you get two in first half stoppage time.
Yeah, they listen. We had a few chances early doors. So did they, half chances. But I think you know, we had some cutting edge last Saturday really with the players we had on the football pitch. And I thought the goals were excellently taken. Ashley's first goal, great bit of play from Sammy Robinson, broke really well, and then the second goal was great thinking, quick thinking, and that won us the game in the end. We had a 5-10 minute spell in the second half where we could have put the game to bed. Disappointingly we didn't, and then you kind of weathering a bit of a storm then for 20 minutes because Ebbsfleet are a good team, good footballing team who wanted to win the game as well.
It was a big result. I mean, look at the league table after the game, tells you that you're back within touching distance really.
They're all big games this month really, as they are all season, but I just think we've put ourselves in a little mini league in this month, and that was one ticked off. 3 unbeaten now. We'll jump on the positives at the moment and creating more chances, which can only help us get the points we want.
So much of sport and football in particular perhaps is about confidence, and Ashley Hemmings must be feeling a lot more confident now than he was prior to the last game.
We are as a team. Ashley's putting chances away now that he wasn't doing at the start of the season, but we are as a team, we're creating more, set pieces are better. Funny old game sometimes, it can turn just like that. It hasn't turned yet, but we're on the right way with the way we're playing and the way we're working. We have to continue to work really hard as you have to at this level, because there's no gimmies in this league whatsoever.
You have no say over the fixtures at all, of course, but would you almost rather have had another league game this weekend now?
I think you can look at it both ways. You know, you get a 2-week kind of break from the league fixture, which is very intense, especially at this level, and enjoy a local derby game on Saturday. I wouldn't change the Stourbridge game, not whatsoever, because I'm really looking forward to this game. It's bragging rights, and it's a team that we will welcome, but looking to win the game, to advance further in the cup, and then we'll worry about Maidenhead next week. Great for me. There's a lack of pressure in the midweek, so that's great. But you know, we've got 4 massive league games post Stourbridge, which we'll be trying to get maximum points from.
We made the point last week, but you know, running the trophy can work nicely alongside improved league form, can't it really?
Well, there's no point in going into the game looking to lose it or change 11 players. We're at home, and there'll be a nice healthy crowd, and we're looking to win the game against our local rivals. Really don't understand the argument of not doing that whatsoever. So looking forward to it. I am.
And yeah, Stourbridge in recent seasons, should we say, have done pretty well against Harriers as well.
Yeah, well, I haven't been here when that's happened. So listen, I know they beat us 3 times in 2 seasons, 4 or 5 years ago at their place. So yeah, we're looking to win the game and be top of the tree around the area. Of course we are. You know, the managers have done a good job. They've steadied the ship there, but they'll be like us, a little bit disappointed where they are in the league at the moment, and looking to have a run in the cup.
You say you're going in strong. I suppose if you've got 1 or 2 carrying a slight nigger, it is a chance just to rest them for this game.
I think you've got to be careful, but also have a mindset of you know, we're looking to win the game and keep the momentum going, because that's everything in football. It can change so quickly, as we've seen in terms of the positive results in the last 2 weeks. It can go right back to square one with a really, really poor performance on Saturday. So just want to win the game, I want to play well.
And if you get the right result this weekend, suddenly people like me are saying, you know, unbeaten in 5 rather than only won 3 all season. The whole atmosphere can change.
Unbeaten in 5 and in the 4th round of the cup, that sounds a lot better than unbeaten in 3 or 4 and out the cup in the 3rd round. So positives all over. I can't reiterate how important this game is on Saturday, and because it's the next game.
Obviously, you're pleased with the Ebbsfleet win, but what areas do you still think you need to work on?
I think we're down near the bottom end of the table because we haven't scored enough goals, so I think that's clear to see. Just because we are creating and scoring more now doesn't hide the fact where we've been in the first 15 games. We've relied heavily on the big man up top. So I just want good players, and if there's players out there that are better than what we've got or can complement what we've got, then we'll always be interested.
Shane Byrne, Joe Leasley, you mentioned are close to a return. Are either likely to figure this weekend, do you think?
Shane's closer than everybody else, and I think the others will be back in due course, but one game at a time. Let's hope Shane can get through this week positively, and we'll see if we can use him on Saturday.
Well, seriously, will some of it depend on how much rain we get and how heavy the pitch might be, that sort of thing?
Pitch is in great nick, so we'll be fully aware of the weather around the corner, but I don't think there's any doubt this game will be on Saturday.
Sammy Robinson came back, obviously played his part. Did he come through okay? Because he came back after a knee problem, didn't he?
Yeah, and we have to manage him. He hasn't played this many amount of games in a short space of time in a long time, so it just catch up on you, as it does with Matt Preston, as it does with the older players. So just managing players now through this period is vital. Having players available for the games rather than training is much more important at the moment.
Can I just ask you to remind me where we are with the loan players you've got in? How long have you got them for? Are they still here till the end of the year?
Well, I don't want to put our players on the radar, because I think we're looking quite healthy at the moment, but we've got agreements with all the clubs. None of them until the end of the season, but they're all at different times. So if the players and the clubs are happy with how they're progressing, then we'll look to extend. But certainly for the month of December, everyone's available.
And did you come through largely unscathed in terms of injuries after last week's game?
Knocks and niggles, but nothing major. It's just managing the weather and the training surface at the moment. Don't get me wrong, one game on a Saturday in the wet conditions is okay, but having 5 days of training on there, we have to manage that. So it's been a testing week in terms of training facilities, but nothing that we're not used to.